Side Easter eggs. I love them. I really do. They make playing zombies way more fun, and without them, I think a lot of maps would lose a bit of character. Now, you see, side Easter eggs, they can do a variety of things, from providing some cool story info with a radio or a cipher, but they can also just do some silly, non-helpful things, but they're just cool to have in there. But the most important thing that they can do, in my opinion, is provide the player with a reward outside the bounds of the rules in the game. And while other types of side Easter eggs are fine, without side quests that boost the player's ability, they're really just useless. And over the years, we've had some really, really awesome side quests, and I am just so glad that Cold War has continued that. Hold on a second. My cat's trying to tell me something. What's that, boy? All of the side Easter eggs inside of Cold War are actually useless? Oh my gosh. How can you say that? Listen, this is not my opinion at all. This is my cat's list. He just handed me this document with all of the side Easter eggs ranked, and we're gonna go through his list of all of the useless Easter eggs in Cold War. And I just want to say, this is not my idea. This is not my video. This is his. I don't know if you can see his head in the corner. It's his video. He put this together. I'm just narrating it because he asked me to. He put a cat gun up to my head. And I don't want anything to do with this. I think Cold War side Easter eggs are amazing. And personally, I have nothing but great things to say. And it looks like we have about 11 side quests to go through. And I want you to remember that these are not my words. They're my cat's. I have nothing to do with this. I guess let's just get into it, okay? So coming in at number 11, we have the legendary weapon upgrade on Die Maschine, and this side Easter egg is easily the dumbest and most useless quest in all of Cold War Zombies. It works by, you go to this window inside the weapons lab or whatever the hell it's called, you shoot this little red button inside of the dark ether, and it scoops up zombies into this like facility outside of the map, and after you get like 15 or 20 of them, he'll upgrade your weapon to full tier legendary. I don't understand the point of that, because by the time you complete this quest, because it takes a long time to do, it's really hard to do, you could just upgrade your weapon normally, or now that the fact that they have weapons that upgrade on the wall inside of the chalk outline, just get to round 20, one of them will be legendary tier, or hit the box, do something else. Totally pointless, totally useless. All of the systems that have been created inside of Cold War Zombies now basically make side Easter eggs useless. God, this cat is harsh, man. He is harsh. Okay, again, I'm not saying this. This is not my opinion. These are not my opinions. But man, he is just super harsh. Okay, coming in at our number 10 spot is the Sharpshooter weapon upgrade on Toten. And I gotta say, this quest seemed so cool on paper. When I was watching videos about it, again, when my cat was watching videos about it, it seemed like it was a homage to Buried. What a cool Easter egg, you know? Actually a challenge. And I don't dislike that it's difficult. What I dislike is that it provides you with just one upgrade with your ether tool. Again, just go to the mannequin, upgrade your weapon over time, use depth perception, garner all that salvage, buy a wall weapon, get a weapon from the mystery box. But what peeves me off the most about it is that you can only try one time. And if you're doing this on solo, it's really hard to activate your specialist, shoot the little sharpshooter guys, and defend the zombies at the same time. It's pretty tricky, and the reward is just not worth it. They should allow you to try this multiple times. The fact that they don't is why my cat put this at number 10. Now, coming in at number 9 is the free jump pad Easter egg on FirebaseZ. Now, this might be the dumbest Easter egg of all time, and the only reason it's after the Monster Arm and Sharpshooter is because those are just so annoying, because there's a reward tied to it, which could be beneficial if it was a quick little side Easter egg, but no, they made them tumultuously annoying, and I think they put them in there to really annoy players and to just piss them off, because you can just play the game normally with all their systems and get the reward that they give you for going out of your way to try to complete. But this one, in my opinion, and I have to agree with my cat here, is probably the worst. You basically have to do a Dance Dance Revolution style of moving on top of the jump pads in a certain order, so it takes a really long time, and then all you get is free jump pads, which they're only 500 points, and you have to do it every single game. It doesn't unlock it permanently. It takes forever to do. It's actually really hard to do because you have to stay inside of the jump pad. If you go out too far outside of it, it cancels the whole thing. So it's a totally useless Easter egg. Don't understand the point of it. Definitely worth being at number 9. I agree with the cat, like I said. Let's move on to number 8. Now, Now, this one has to do with DeMachina's floating zombie side Easter egg. And this one, I think, again, agreeing with the cats. My cat he's making some good points. You have to find 5 floating zombies in the dark ether and shoot them. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty reasonable. I actually don't mind the side quest itself. It's not that hard. The spots are stationary. They don't reset. They don't recycle. You can do it over the course of a few rounds going into the dark ether anyway, because you have to for the main quest. But then all you get is a score streak, and it's usually a really bad score streak, like a sentry turret or something like that. And I really don't see the point. And if you don't do the score streak and you just run underneath it and don't grab it when you shoot that final zombie, it just does a jump scare, which I guess is fun to do with your friends or whatever. But again, these rewards are utterly useless because of the systems that Cold War Zombies has in place, where you can just earn salvage and buy everything, and you have unlimited resources in this game. No perk limits, unlimited salvage. There's no reason to do any of these things because you can just play the game and earn them. It doesn't go outside the bounds of the rules of Cold War Zombies. Coming in at number 7 is the Monkey Bomb upgrade Easter egg on FirebaseZ. How this Easter egg works is you either buy monkey bombs from the workbench or you get them from a zombie that dropped it, and you kill zombies with the monkey bombs around the ether reactor cores, just like where you turn on power. And after you get enough kills, the monkey bombs will be upgraded and will do the little dance and glow red and kill more zombies, apparently. Again, the rewards that are associated with these Easter eggs are so not worth it because there are way better score streaks in the game now. There is much better equipment in the game now. There is no reason to upgrade the monkey bombs when I can get a freaking chopper gunner, a stim pack, or a decoy grenade, or get the new modern Gersh device. Anything inside of the workbench at this point is better, and there's no reason to go out of your way to do this. And it's also not very efficient to do this when you're trying to get the quest done, because the quest is so simple. It's just not worth it. It doesn't help the player outside of the bounds of the game. All right, so from number 6 to number 1, I want to say that a lot of these Easter eggs are actually pretty fun to do, and I do most of them when I play the game. However, it's still part of that same trend where the zombies mode has changed so much that there are essentially no rules and you can just buy everything that you need. There's no side quests to get these things anymore, and the reward systems, like they were in Black Ops 2, 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 4 even, they would reward you with extra things, extra goodies, an extra perk outside of the main 4. Now that I can buy 9 perks with no problem, getting a free perk is essentially meaningless. So let's start with number 6 with the bunny stare upgrade Easter egg on FirebaseZ. So how this one works is you stare at the bunny in the spawning area, it teleports you to the dark ether, and after surviving for a little bit and shooting this Mr. Peaks rabbit, you will get a chest, and when you open it up, you'll always get Jug and possibly the Wonder Weapon. Now this is totally fine. I don't mind getting the Wonder Weapon, which it's very rare that you do, but getting Jug is essentially pointless because I can just buy it unlimitedly at the Wonder Fizz machine. It doesn't help the player in the long term. Maybe it helps you at the beginning by saving you like 2,500 points, but you're gonna be getting all the perks anyway just by buying them. So what the hell is the point? Now let's move on to number 5 with the free points Easter egg using Deadwire and those radio towers on DeMachina. How this one works is you need to go and buy Deadwire on your gun, shoot these 3 towers outside of the map in DeMachina, and it will fire an electric blast at the top of Nocturne and Toten and drop 1,500 points. It costs 2,000 points to upgrade your weapon with Deadwire, and then you only get 1,500 points. And I think you get some storyline lore. I couldn't find it in my game, so maybe I'm not looking in the correct area. I don't really care at this point, but I just spent 2,000 points to upgrade my weapon, and then I get 1,500 points back. So I just lost 500 points. How is that helpful? Explain it to me. Moving on to number 4, the free perk Easter egg on FirebaseZ. So similar to number 6 with the bunny stare, this one, as you're doing the quest, you'll see a head in one of the areas of FirebaseZ. You place it in the medical tent. It will read a code to you. A zombie head will read a code to you. It'll be talking to you. You go and open a safe inside of the office. There will be some storyline lore there if it's the first time you've ever done it, or you'll get a free perk. Again, it will save you like 2,000 or 3,000 points, but that's it. You're going to be getting that perk eventually in time. Maybe it'll help you a little bit, but not enough to make doing the quest worth it, in my opinion. Coming in at number 3 is the Coffin dance Easter egg on DeMachina. Now, I just think this Easter egg is fun. I love shooting the little orby thingies after you turn on power and pack a punch. You get to see a bunch of zombies dancing around, and it's like disco, dark ether, coffin dance meme culture. It's pretty funny. I do like it. But again, you just get Jug, and you possibly get a Wonder Weapon. Most of the time you don't, and you're going going to be getting these things anyway from either the mystery box, the reward system, or just buying it or doing the quest. So it's like, what's the point of doing the side quest? If these Easter eggs are not going to benefit the player outside of the bounds of the zombies mode, then they are utterly useless. Now, let's move on to Maschine Toten for our final two. Coming in at number 2 is the full Klaus upgrade Easter egg. Now, it's debatable whether or not we want to call this a side quest, but for the most part, you don't need to do it. You just need to upgrade him the one time and add on the headgear, but there is a further upgrade. You look for these glow-in-the-dark heads that you reveal with the black light in random areas of the map next to these like power switches, and Klaus will open up these power switches or whatever the hell they're called, and there will be a floppy disk inside of them. You put the floppy disk in Klaus inside of the upgrade machine, and he will be fully upgraded and he will have a double pap weapon. This is actually pretty freaking useful. I will have to say, this is actually a useful Easter egg. So out of the 11 that we have about 2 that are useful. You can call Klaus in at any time. He will help you in the boss fight. He will help you on high rounds. He has a double papped weapon. He says funny lines. It's actually beneficial to the player. It helps outside of the rules of the game. Now, coming in at number 1 is the Bunny Club on Maschine Toten. So I know what you're thinking. This is not totally helpful because all it can do is provide a perk or maybe the wonder weapon. And yeah, I would agree with you. It's not too different from the Coffin dance or the free perk EE on FirebaseZ or the free points EE or the bunny stare EE on FirebaseZ and Maschine. It's really not that different. However, I can do this as many times as I want. I think you can. I know you can do it at least twice. So I would assume you can do it like every 15 rounds. And you go and you kill a bunch of zombies. It's super fun. You're in a club. You're in a new part of the map. Then you can either get the wonder weapon, you can get perks, you can get legendary weapons, you can get points. And it's just like a funny, cool experience. And I enjoy that. The fact that you can continually get rewards. That's helpful. Getting rewards constantly throughout the game, getting extra points when you need it, getting a max ammo if you need it. And if you fail the bunny Easter egg, you get a bunch of power-ups when you exit. So it's really a win-win no matter what doing that Easter egg. It doesn't hurt the player. It doesn't harm the player. It actually rewards you consistently by being a good zombies player. Now, I know you can say that these other Easter eggs don't hurt the player at all either, and I agree with you 100%. But the fact that you have to go so far out of your way for such little reward is honestly just not worth it in my opinion. Let's go all the way back to Revelations when we had a free perk hovering over the Dreisendrach area and you did a little wall run and then you got that extra perk. That would take you from 4 to 5 perks because you were not allowed to have 5 perks in the game. You could also do the mask Easter egg where you would get the God mask and you would have extra jug and stamina up or whatever. Those things give you extra abilities. Nothing in this game gives you any extra ability. So something that you can utilize multiple times like the Bunny Club or the Klaus full upgrade Easter egg. Those things will help you in the long run. These other things don't really. They just give you a perk that you're already going to be buying because you can get a perkaholic. The new systems inside of zombies have changed so much that it's rendering side quests and Easter eggs to be basically useless. The difficulty is so easy. The boss fights are basically nothing. I don't really understand the point of the systems in the game anymore if it's only going to hurt the whole point of zombies, in my opinion, which is to survive and explore. There's no point of exploring anymore if I can just go up to a bench, spend some salvage, get some perks, do whatever I gotta do just by pressing square. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let's thank my cat for coming up with this amazing list that I totally didn't write myself. And make sure you like, subscribe, share, whatever. You know how YouTube works. It really helps the channel, really helps me. I want to be part of this community. I hope you want me to be a part of it too. And I will see you all in another video. Peace out, everybody.